Tucson Rattlers. But can Tucson keep up their winning ways against one of the beasts from the East? It's the Skulls and Massachusetts Pirates tonight from downtown Tucson on the Indoor Football League Network. Welcome inside the Boneyard, Tucson Arena, as you see the Sugar Dolls getting the fans ready for this showdown between the Sugar Skulls and the Pirates. The Tucson Sugar Skulls 2-3, the Massachusetts Pirates also 2-3. With the three-time Arena League MVP Nick Davila, I'm Pat Paris. Welcome to the broadcast of Sugar Skulls football. Nick, everybody's feeling a little bit better about things here in Tucson for the Sugar Skulls after last week's win.
Oh, absolutely. You feel that big victory off last week against the Rattlers, and we're looking to respond. Big game for both organizations, both sitting at 2-3, and this could determine how their season goes moving forward.
Yeah, you feel kind of critical now. You're getting into the second two-thirds of the season now, and you think the winner of this goes back to 500 and right back in the playoff race. The loser falls to 2-4, and that's some tough sledding after that.
Yeah, for sure. You want to always try to stack those wins, both of them. And so I'm excited to see what type of game they come out with. A couple guys that are going to be out of the game for our side, but I know Coach is going to have them ready to play tonight.
Yeah, and with injuries come opportunities, as we always talk about, and that's what you look for if you're a player, right? If I get an opportunity, I need to make the most of it.
Yep, next man up philosophy.
Certainly is. See the color guard coming in. We'll bring you the national anthem here momentarily, as the Sugar Skulls will also introduce their players. And as we're doing that, Nick, why don't we talk about our three keys that you've got for tonight's game?
Yeah, absolutely. The number one thing is keeping the quarterback clean. As you can see, last game when he was clean, he had a good pocket. He was able to throw the ball down the field. Okay, number two, who's going to step up on the defensive side and be that run stopper now that Jackson, the linebacker, is not going to play tonight? And then the last one, they have to earn the turnover margin. When they do that, percentages say that they'll be successful tonight.
And last week it was really, that second half, and especially in particular the fourth quarter, where you saw Jorge Reyna, the quarterback, have that time. You saw the defense in Ahmad Lyons make that pick in the key moment of the game, the interception in the end zone. So they won those kind of keys last week, and they need to do that again this week.
Yeah, for sure. Exciting atmosphere tonight.
It's ladies' night, Nick. It's Mother's Day tomorrow, so it's ladies' night tonight, and you can kind of feel that energy as well as the Sugar Skulls introduce some of their players right now. We're talking about a defense that's getting introduced, a defense that's really been the hallmark of this team all season long so far.
Yeah, Coach Kaiser does a great job of putting those guys in position for them to make plays, and you could see that throughout this year and a lot of last year's season. So I expect their defense to come out, put pressure on them early, and see where it goes.
Well, the Sugar Skulls have, coming off a season last year that was obviously disappointing at 2-15, I should say. This year now at 2-3. Having an opportunity, really, though, Nick, as we said, to get back in the playoff hunt. You got to win here at 500 in that very difficult Western division of the Indoor Football League. You've got an opportunity then to make the playoffs.
Yeah, and last week they beat the champions, right? The team that everyone is gunning for it. So they can run and play with those teams. It's just about putting it together and start stacking these wins and building momentum going into the later part of the season.
Yeah, and as surprising of a win it was last week for the Sugar Skulls over the Rattlers as far as the Indoor Football League goes. A shocking win today for Green Bay over the Quad Cities, knocking off the last unbeaten team in Quad Cities. So right now it's no more undefeateds in this league, and that bodes well for teams like the Sugar Skulls at 2-3. Let's get down to the field now for the national anthem.
Please remain standing as your Tucson Sugar Skulls welcome the 4 Jets to perform our national anthem, all of whom are TUSD teachers.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight as gleaming.
Whose stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare bursting in air, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
There you have it, the four gents, four Tucson Unified Schools teachers with the national anthem. Hey, let's get right down to an interview I did a short time ago with head coach Billy Back.
All right. Well, Billy, hard to top last week's game, but a win would be nice tonight to kind of get two in a row and get this team rolling.
Yeah, without a win tonight, last week's kind of meaningless, really.
This momentum that you've got off of that, it's only as good as till the whistle blows for the next time. But what do you build off of that kind of a win for this team?
Just the perseverance. We battled through perseverance, adversity. We just stuck together as a unit. Down 15 in the fourth quarter, outscored them by 22. We got to carry that over and be playmakers from quarter one to quarter two to quarter three, and just finish a game.
What do you see in this Massachusetts team that concerns you a little bit?
That's the most talented roster in this league, hands down. Big, fast, physical, ex-NFL, CFL guys. We got our work planned out for us. We got to be a unit, one unit, pull the rope a little harder than they do individually.
Good luck tonight, Billy.
Thank you.
And there you have it. And he talked about this talented roster, and we'll be pointing that out throughout the game, Nick. But you've got a talented roster with lots of guys with NFL, CFL, UFL experience. But that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be a winning team. At this point, they're 2-3, just like the Sugar Skulls.
Yeah, absolutely. He talked about it perfectly, right? We just need to pull the rope a little bit harder than that. And that's what a team like that on the other side, with all the great talent they have from all the different leagues, can they pull the rope together? Can they row their boats all at the same time going one direction?
That's why we play the game. It's not about the roster composition. It's about putting it together when the ball is snapped, and you get ready to go. O'Reilly Chevrolet, one of our presenting sponsors, and a nice-looking Silverado white pickup truck rolling on the field right now as we get set for the coin toss momentarily. Our thanks to O'Reilly Chevrolet. I think it's 101 years now of excellence in Tucson. And we've got a terrific officiating crew, as we always do here in the Indoor Football League. But for tonight's game, this officiating crew, led by Tom Droskowski, is a really veteran crew. They'll often be the crew that's counted on for the big playoff games, and you like when a veteran official is calling your game tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. As a quarterback, when you see that, you know you're going to have a good guy out there calling plays the right way, and the D-line can't be cheap and hit you late.
There you go. Don't those late hits. All right, let's go down and listen to the coin toss. Brought to you by Tucson Unified School District, by the way.
Captains, welcome to Week 8 of the 2025 Indoor Football League season. My name's Tom Droskowski. I'm the head referee for tonight's game. This is Jake Shoemate. He's the umpire. Massachusetts, you are the visitors and will call the toss. The coin we're using tonight is the Indoor Football League coin. The logo is heads, and the teams are tails. Jason and Emily are here to do the toss. Massachusetts, what is your call? Tails is the call. Jason, whenever you're ready. Tails is the call. It is a head. Tucson, you have won the toss. You'd like to defer? Massachusetts, you're going to receive. Tucson, you're going to kick this way.
And there you have it. The second week in a row, they've been able to win the coin toss. They will defer and get the ball to start the second half, and they'll go on defense first. I mentioned Tucson Unified School District. They purchased 1,000 tickets tonight to give away to all the graduating 8th graders going into high school. I thought that was a really nice move for as a school teacher, Nick, you can appreciate those 8th graders making that big jump up to high school.
Yeah, absolutely. They're graduating, going to high school, and what way to end the year celebrating here in the Boneyard.
Absolutely, and so they're going to see terrific football. As you know, it's nonstop action, the indoor war of Indoor Football League, and you are watching Sugar Skulls football on the Indoor Football League Network. For more great IFL action, check out goifl.com. And with the kickoff means Kevin Macias, who is this week's Indoor Football League Special Teams Player of the Week for good reason. 3 field goals last week, including the game winner with 1 second to go last week against the Rattlers.
Yeah, he was on point. He was clutch at the end of the game for him, and I'm looking for him to continue that tonight.
And always an adventure with kickoffs, but I thought he did a really nice job last week. You know, every once in a while a kick just doesn't quite go where you want it to. And all the kickers have little hiccups, but you know, the worst thing that's going to happen to you is the ball comes out to the 20, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's why they try to go for the extra points at the kickoff, the 2-point.
The deuce?
The deuce. Looks like we got Isaac Zuka back there from Purdue.
Yeah, he's a defensive back, but he's a return man as well, and he's number 88, 6'1", 220 out of Purdue, and now the ball's kicked just in the end zone, and here comes Zico, and he tries to make his way past one defender, cuts back to his right, and then he's tripped up. All that effort, and who else? Ahmad Lyons comes up with the tackle, and they'll begin at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, just a good job of staying in their lanes and bottling right here and making that tackle. Mr. For sure tackler, Lyons.
He is one of the surest tacklers in the league, I don't think without question. Kenji Bahar is the quarterback, a little USFL experience, XFL experience, and again, this roster is just filled with guys for Massachusetts that have got pro experience in the outdoor game, and they find themselves now in the indoor game, kind of continue that dream. For Massachusetts also, Puka Williams lined up next to Bahar. He'll take the handoff around right end, and he slips a tackle, stays on his feet, and gets out to the 19-yard line. He's quick.
Yeah, he's quick running back. He's averaging 3.2 yards a game with 5 touchdowns. He's a staple of their offense. Right away, you can see we don't have our best player in the linebacker, and they're trying to run the ball and try to establish that run.
And that means that Kendrick Gladney, the defensive back, is kind of sliding up into that linebacker spot, where he'll have to stay 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And another run, this time though, coming up and filling the gap is Kendrick Gladney, and a short gain for Puka Williams.
Yeah,
that's what you're looking for him to do, right?
That was absolutely great open field tackle. Now we got them third down. Got to get off the field.
We'll see how that goes. By the way, Puka Williams, we talked about him, from Kansas, only played a little in the NFL, XFL, and UFL. They all have a lot of FLs behind them.
Yeah, like Coach said, you got talent all across the board.
Bahar sends his 2 receivers in motion. He's back. A little pressure up the middle. He finds it, and he finds a receiver as well, and that's complete by Tio Redding. Redding, a veteran receiver for him, and he picks up the first down easily. In fact, they'll be inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal at the 8.
Yeah, that was a really good route by Redding. Anytime you run a backside corner to the short field, you got to dive it into one of those pro hashes so you can have space for the quarterback. He did an excellent job of that and made the quarterback's job easy.
Well, the Sugar Skulls defense needs to come up big here as they face a 1st and goal at the 8. The toss to Williams, and Williams turns one way, and there's nowhere to go. Gang tackling by the Sugar Skulls, and he'll lose 2, Nick, back to the 10th.
Yeah, just a good job by the front side corner, Murray. sniffing that out and triggering and making that play and forcing that running back to his help in the inside of the middle of the field.
The Sugar Skulls defense has really been, as I mentioned in the open, the hallmark of this team. They're fifth in scoring. They only allow 37.6 points per game, and that seems to be getting better as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
A couple more games like they've been having lately, and they'll be in the top 2 or 3. Second goal now from the 10. Bahar, lots of pressure, and he's going to throw it away. Wisely he does. Nobody open, and several black shirts bearing down on him.
Yeah, that was a good job by Henry and Gaddy on the backside to work their hands and get in there and force the quarterback to throw it away.
Niles Gaddy has been a big part of this defensive line all season long, and he was in there, as you mentioned. Third and goal now from the 10 for the Massachusetts Pirates, making their way all the way here to Tucson for tonight's game. Kenji Bahar fires to the right and over the head of the intended receiver, Redding, and one of the linemen, Big Donaldson, 77, lost his hat.
Yeah, getting a little rough in the trenches right there.
Fourth down, Nick.
Fourth down, shut him down. Here we go.
A big play early in this game, just the first possession of the game, and already an opportunity to get a stop for the Sugar Skulls.
Yeah, and it's fourth and goal from the 10, right? So as a defensive back, you want them to check it down so we can rally to the ball, right, and get off the field. So we'll see what type of defense Coach Kaiser comes with.
Bahar fakes the toss, looks to his left, nobody open, fires it, and it's over the head and incomplete, out of the hands of the intended receiver, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that is. They think it's holding against Massachusetts.
Number 64. That penalty is declined. The result of the play, first down, Tucson.
So Tucson gets the first stop of the night on fourth down, an incomplete pass, and we're going to take a timeout. Brought to you by, of course, the Tucson International Airport. No score. Sugar Skulls get the ball next. Stay with us.
There you go.
That looks pretty fun.
This is going to be the Blazer EV. That Blazer looks slick.
Such a stylish looking car.
They're driving it downtown. That's the best place to show it off.
Look at that screen. That's insane.
Look at that radiant red. That color looks so good on that Blazer.
Sporty, convenient. That is the EV Blazer.
Here we go.
O'Reilly Chevrolet.
What I love about the Tucson airport is that it genuinely takes pride in being local. From the vendors that are inside the airport, you have your parking perfectly located right around the airport. So many sculptures and pictures all around the airport centered on our amazing, talented artists. We've visited my family in Colorado, and it all has started at the Tucson airport simply because of the convenience. It's perfect here because you're already home. I'm Crystal Soto. Tucson is my home, and Tucson Airport is my airport.
Back here at the Boneyard, no score. Sugar Skulls getting the ball. And speaking of the ball, the game ball presenting sponsor, Tucson Unified School District. Congratulations to the 8th graders.
Are you stopping it? Can you finish? Maybe did they allow that? I told you have no website. Well, basically. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could probably print them, but I don't know officially. I mean, yes, I would say yes. But I don't know what your teacher will say. I mean, use your judgment. I'd say if you think so, then yes. So I dropped your medicine there?
Oh, what? That hurt? Yes. No, that's not. I felt like you could see the sun. Get there now. No, yeah.
Four, five, 6, 7, 8, 4, 5.
This can't be all in one night. Did you never do your homework?
I didn't get it before. I didn't get it.
Wow.
out and it's so pretty and pleasant.
Half of it, let's just bring it. See? 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 I'm just about to on it and it's a lot faster. What?
Do you think I can just sprinkle out some milk?
What? Yeah. For the first time, you've never been to my barn. No, you haven't. I'm gonna take this because I got it critiqued. Was it good? Amazing. Okay, I'm gonna put it on the face. What? In a minute. Yeah, Ben. You want to do that? Yeah, she like she's like college play like an hour video game. What you do your homework? And it's long about parents and so. You go to that. I'm just a little bad. That looks a little. I'll get or maybe just cut it so it's not long. Thank you. Good. Yeah. I've been doing homework all day. I don't have that much homework.
Are you sure? I've been doing homework all day. Since 3:15. Something like 9.
you probably got a good 30 minutes. So take a 10-minute break, go get some ice cream, go to your dad, and then from 9 to 9:30, finish up what you can, and then show up tomorrow. Be right. That's all you can do. Are you okay with filming the show? The other thing is, you have a photo. I mean, I feel like take the notes you have, take a 10-minute break, and then come back and read your own thing. Thanks so much. Taking care of your skin is like brushing your teeth and like deodorant, okay? So like, I feel like it's part of hygiene. So it's kind of like you were like, I'm like, brush your teeth, and you're like, no, it's kind of like taking care of your skin and your teeth, deodorant, and your cologne, washing your bottom, like it's all part of like being human.
Thinking that would be fun. Imagine in my head, Sean, let's go. Who are you? The name's Safety. The name's Safety guy. Yeah. Snake race and Rocky Bobby. Stinky ugly.
Kira, can I bring your solvents in? No. Okay, I'm just gonna throw them out. That doesn't mean stay on your device for another hour though, right?
going faster again. But I'll probably do it half the time, but still, it's gonna be like 5 hours.
I don't understand how you missed one day of school.
What?
I don't understand how you missed one day of school and you're that far behind. Oh.
And everyone did this before. It's just they failed the test on it. Because they didn't get half good notes, so I'm getting good notes. Yeah, I already did. So that's pretty good.